Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Masson, and welcome to the WWE Payback 2015 review. And tonight, we've seen a beautiful, beautiful thing. We've seen a Shield reunion. But on the side of that, your winner, and still your WWE World's Heavyweight Champion, Seth frickin' Rollins. Let's start the review. Alright guys, what's up? Tonight, as you guys know, my Wrestle Talk co-host, Matt Jericho, he's alongside here with me to review this pay-per-view. And this last month was supposed to be the starting format for all of our pay-per-view reviews, but things happened and he wasn't able to be here. So, Matt, what's up, dude?
What is up, guys? Yep, I'm here for another vid on Gordon's channel, and it's not Wrestle Talk this time. As you can tell, it is Payback 2015, and I'm glad I can be here.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. Thoughts on the show?
Solid, but I say it's a solid show, but there was a lot of great stuff that happened. There was some stuff I didn't care too much about, but there was a lot that just was phenomenal.
Well, see, normally, here's the format. When Matt does his reviews on his channel, they're normally, a quick little run through, 4 minutes, bang right through it, what he did like, what he didn't like. It's like the opposite of mine. I'll dive through and, dig through and, dig and nitpick at whatever happened, and he'll just straight tell you what happened. So if you're looking forward to this and our dynamics mixing together, then you're going to thoroughly enjoy this. So,
yeah. I want to say a little something. Thank you for that also, because mainly I do it on my channel is shorter because well, I record off my my phone, which has the best quality, better than my laptop. So I'm only allowed to do limited time kind of on it. But now that I'm on Gordon's channel, I can dive in with him, and it's fun having more than one person because we do have different opinions on stuff, which just makes it better in my opinion. Because we're sure about it, we don't hate each other. Our opinion. So yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Let me just say this much though. Yesterday, for those who've seen us talking, Matt didn't seem like he was all into it. This man was drugged up. He was trying to work through it. He was on medication.
Yeah. I was on sleeping pills, and yeah, I was hanging in there. But I'm feeling awesome today, so I promise I will be much more open on this one, and next week's Wrestle Talk will be one of the best. I promise.
All right, thank you very much, dude. So let's stop the small talk and let's get right into it. Yeah, I'm gonna be a true heel right now and start with the pre-show.
Ooh.
All right, Matt, and this is where I'm gonna heel to you because I was getting food during this match. I was out getting snacks that I never even opened during the pay-per-view match.
Oh, yep.
What happened in Stardust versus R-Truth? All I remember is R-Truth winning?
Alright, so when they start off the match, they were pretty much just dancing around, it seemed. And then it turned into an action match, and it was kind of an awkward match, but, I wouldn't say it was too bad. But,
this show has you feeling generous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too big into it either, so yeah, I didn't care about the match. But I mean, it wasn't god awful.
I didn't watch it. I've seen bits and pieces, tiny little bits and pieces. I was yeah.
It was a little, so it was kind of sketchy for the first, I want to say, half of the show. So yeah.
All right, well, R-Truth won to win this, right?
Yeah, he won.
All right, so next up we get what was that directly match? What was that match?
Tag team
Oh
match?
yeah, the tag team match. The Ascension versus Macho Mandow and Axelmania.
I'm gonna say this real quick. That yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of Cody Rhodes or Stardust at all, so I didn't hate on him too much. But this match, there's something that bothers me about this. But Gordon, take it.
Like, okay, I've thought about it more, and I understood where you were coming from. We were actually talking about this because, see, Matt said that he actually had this thing where it's like it doesn't feel like a tribute to these guys. It feels like a comedy mockery, and I understand where you come from because, like, when people heard Monday on Raw, when people heard Macho Man's music play, there was a huge pop. The entire place went off, and then they've seen Sandow come out. They booed the living. Oh god, it got bad. And
Yeah.
he's supposed to be like tributing to this man, and it's not. It's not going well at all. See, here's the thing about that. When it comes to Sandow, like a couple weeks ago on Raw, they made him cut this heartfelt promo saying where he was and how WWE had fired him twice, and he came back and he's getting a third opportunity, and they told him to straight to his face he wasn't entertaining enough, trying to get that that babyface reaction from the crowd. And then 2 weeks later, you do this and you make a mockery out of yourself again after you just got done being a stunt double for a man, and you got over that way, making a mockery out of yourself by copying another man's gimmick and doing it better than him.
Yes.
Now you're doing this. And Axelmania, the way he started that was organic. That was right. That was the right way to do it. I had no problem with Axelmania, except for tonight when he came out looking like Hulk Hogan and playing his music. Axel's rendition of it was the perfect way that he was doing it, and he shouldn't have did it any other way.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the Ascension go on to win this match with the Fall of Man. This match was nothing really special. Axel was doing the Hulk Hogan stuff. Macho Mandow or Sandow, whatever we're going to call him in this instance, tried to go for the Macho Man elbow and then got stopped, thank God. And then hit with the Fall of Man. I never thought a day in my life I'd root for the Ascension, but today, I hate to say this as a cliche, but it's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh.
Matt, your thoughts on this match?
Here's the thing. They were saying, like, it's a tribute, pretty much. This is what a tribute was. Let's go back to CM Punk a few years back. He came out with the Macho Man's trunks, and he would do the elbow. He wouldn't do it exactly like Macho Man did, but it was similar. And he was tributing him because he was one of his favorite wrestlers as a kid. And it showed he wasn't trying to copy off Macho Man. He was just trying to, like he did on and then for another example, CM Punk on Bret Hart's birthday, he did the sharpshooter, like throw a little tribute to Bret Hart. That's what he was here. But this was, I don't know what they're doing. This is, I mean, he just won the Hall of Fame. If it happened like the Ultimate Warrior last year, that would be kind of heavy work. I still did
Man, I know where you're coming from, and see, we had this conversation too, but I'm not gonna dive into that because I think we spent enough time on this, and I don't want to really talk about this anymore from there. So I'm gonna stop teasing everybody, and we can jump into the actual show now.
Yeah, because this match was actually really, really short.
All right, so we have a match starting this show off that I actually thought would be pretty decent to good. I was wrong. This was them trying too hard. This was Ziggler and Sheamus trying too hard and making attempts at doing good things, and it just didn't work. It just didn't happen. I wasn't having it. Matt wasn't having it. Like, I wasn't feeling this match. And these guys have had matches 10 times better than this on free television.
Absolutely.
And see, the other thing about this match was, like when we say they've had 10 times better matches on free television, like, I don't know. Like, it reminds me, like, Sheamus has done this 2 years in a row. Last year at Payback with Cesaro, he had a match that was better.
Cesaro.
Yeah, he had a match with Cesaro, I said, that was better on free television. Like, in Greensboro on a SmackDown, and it's weird enough that I remember that, in effect, than his match in Chicago at Payback last year.
Yeah, they actually last year they had the match on the Raw, I think the week before, and everyone was saying the match on Raw was better.
Yeah, the match on Raw was better, and I don't get that because the pay-per-view matches are supposed to be better.
Yeah.
So I guess this was their version of I don't know what they were attempting here, but they also had a thing in this match where Ziggler got payback. I won the Kiss Me Irish match, and you kiss mine. You get a bottle of water. You wash your mouth down and all that good stuff. And Ziggler tried to recreate the headbutt spot with Daniel Bryan that he did with Sheamus, and he headbutted Sheamus, and then ran at Sheamus eventually and got bro kicked, and Sheamus gets the win.
Yeah.
So, you and your duck stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll move on past that. But Sheamus goes on to win this match. Nothing much really to it.
Yeah.
But the go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll just say this about the match. I'm happy Sheamus won. I'm not too huge on Dolph Ziggler. I will say he has had some awesome matches in the past. Just his gimmick kind of bothers me, but I'm really enjoying Sheamus's right now. Just the whole he's kind of going against the underdogs, which I'm not too huge with the underdog story after Cena killed it pretty much for years, saying he's the underdog in almost every match he's in. So that's kind of why I'm not too into underdog stories. But these two, like he said, they've had better matches in the past for free. And you think on pay-per-view they'd want to deliver. And Dolph Ziggler is a guy who likes to, he's good with a lot of pressure. When he knows when to deliver on big pay-per-views. Kind of, I wouldn't say this is a big pay-per-view, but
I understand where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from here, and I feel that they had this wrong. I wish they would have had Neville and Sheamus and Ziggler and Bad News Barrett. Either way would have made sense because they've all been in this square. I don't want to say circular, but they've been in this square for the past 2 months. Neville filled the void of Bryan, and they've been in this giant square for the past 2 months. And it really wouldn't have mattered who faced who. But Barrett, the reason I said this is because Barrett and Barrett and Ziggler put on better matches than I'm getting all confused here, than Neville and Barrett.
Yeah.
And they've been doing this since last year on a Raw where they had it for the Intercontinental Championship, and Ziggler had a #1 contenders match. I can't remember if it was actually. There were a couple matches in between April to June that Ziggler and Barrett had that were pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. WWE didn't do it right.
Yeah.
But we can move past that if you want to.
Yeah, so the only bright side was for me that Sheamus won, but yeah, nothing special.
Same here, but I did expect more from these guys.
Yeah. That's the main part. They should have done a lot more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, continue.
I'll make one more thing to this match. Maybe it's if we didn't see these guys fighting in tag team matches on Raw. No, it's not even that because you don't even watch Raw and SmackDown, and you weren't even into this match.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But we can move on now. Next up is The New Day versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro in the 2 out of 3 Falls Tag Team Championship match. And this, as like last month at Payback, and like at WrestleMania, and like at Fastlane, Kidd and Cesaro continue to deliver in these situations. Would you tend to agree?
Yeah. I'm not too huge on Tyson Kidd that much, but I will say this match was pretty good. They work together really well. And I was impressed by some of the stuff they did, and yeah.
And see, here's the thing with Kidd and Cesaro, good tag teams are supposed to be built with tag team moves and a set of an organized tag team stuff. And how that stuff's supposed to be happening, right?
Right.
All right. Here's the thing with Kidd and Cesaro. They're one of those tag teams who are actually structured with multiple tag team moves for the first time in a long time in the WWE.
Yeah.
Like, have you noticed these things though? Like, as you've watched tag teams over the past couple of months, like, what have the Usos had? Their standard stuff was the double super kick and the double splash, and the
Yeah.
double dive
Well,
over the top rope. Those are the three
those
things.
those aren't like an actual. I mean, they aren't like a type of grapple like double team kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, I know what you mean. That's it. Like that's the sad part about it. We're counting those as double teams like maneuvers, and they're not really even double team maneuvers because they're not like a grapple type pick you up, jump off the top rope or something like. The only time we ever get that is for a finisher. They have those for normal moves within their tag team moveset.
Yes.
Kid and Cesaro are structured and like the same type of wrestler, except Cesaro's the technically strong, like, technically sound strong guy, and Kid's the technically sound high fly guy.
Yeah.
They mix beautifully. And
Yeah.
dude, like some of the stuff they pull out in this match. What do you call it? The normal swing into the drop kick. That's the normal thing. Like that was a bit of like WWE doesn't know how to like finish, like how to make finishes for their 2 out of 3 falls matches. Like just use an actual finisher. That's been used as the finisher sometimes. That's been used as a regular move sometimes. We don't know what that is. Like the spin and the stopping drop kick is cool, but like you have to define what that's supposed to be. But that's my thing. That's just personally me. What else do we got here? Okay, yeah. Okay, they had the stalling suplex that Cesaro did into the Tyson Kidd crossbody on the way down. And then what else was there? There was the backbreaker into the elbow drop.
Yeah, that one was cool.
And those are their double team maneuvers. Now to spotlight the New Day, Tyson Kidd went flying out of the ring for a dive, and Big E caught him. I swear, Tyson Kidd took the stiffest bump of the night, and we did see an announce table break. Tyson Kidd got belly to bellied on the floor. You heard him smack off the ground.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say that's the hardest bump of the night because we did see Bray Wyatt take a pretty sick bump.
Oh yeah.
Well, not Bray Wyatt, Ryback.
Yeah.
And when that took some air out of Tyson Kidd, and how could it not? Like you heard how the man landed. You can be as good as you want at taking maneuvers as possible, and that doesn't help. It doesn't help, dude. Like, I don't care how good you are at taking bumps. No one takes that bump. It's A-okay.
Yeah.
But it's what it is, and I'm gonna say this now to you, Matt, and everybody else. Sorry for the whole background disturbance thing and all that good fun stuff. But anyways, the New Day going on to win this match within 3 falls. Kid and Cesaro. The New Day did get their tag team finisher, which is like the big ending and like the splash. And the ending, like that, like their ending, the big ending into the splash that they do, it was kind of messed up. Like Big E dropped too early. If you didn't notice that,
I didn't.
like that was just awkward to me. Like I even messaged my friend Derek. I'm like, yeah, they messed that up. They messed that up. He's like, yeah, they landed too early. I kind of noticed that. But then after that weird sequence, the ending to this match, I didn't even say this to you though. The ending to this match was so racist. I don't know if I just felt that way or if it was. Did you, Matt? Did you?
They roll up or?
Yes, the roll-up ending.
What do you mean about it though?
Did you? Okay, so you know Kofi was the legal man, right?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
I didn't. What do you mean? Like?
Okay, so Kofi was legal. The ref had his back turned because I guess like Big E threw Cesaro in the ring. Cesaro wasn't legal, and the ref was checking on him. And Tyson got rolled up by Xavier Woods when the ref counted the 3 count.
Oh wait, yeah, that did happen, huh?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened, dude.
It's out. Heck.
So that was a bit racist in my opinion. Like you're mistaking one black man for another.
Yeah.
So that happened. There's a 3 count, and I'm just gonna skip to it now, so we don't have to get to it after this. There's gonna be an Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber match held in 2 weeks, and then there's gonna be a Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber held in 2 weeks. And we're in a weird time. We're in a weird time period right now because there's gonna be.
Wait.
Go ahead.
There's a tag team elimination chamber.
There's gonna be a Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match held.
What the heck? That's weird.
They're gonna have to make. Okay, so here's how. It's gonna be the first ever. I'm guessing this is how it's gonna go. The tag team champions are gonna be in there. They're gonna be 4 other tag teams, 2 people in 1 pod each. And then it's gonna be like not Iron Man, Tornado Tag rules.
Oh.
So this is gonna be an experiment. That's gonna be either hit or miss because I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what in the world? Okay, so 4 pods. We're gonna have to do some quick on the spot math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. They're gonna be 12 men in this match.
Wow.
Are they sure with the tiny space you get within the chamber you can make this happen?
We'll have to wait and see.
This is gonna be an experiment that either is gonna be brutally bad or like beautifully well executed.
Yeah.
So let's see how this manages to work. And as I said, we're in a weird time period because we have on the 31st of May, Elimination Chamber, which is in 2 weeks, and then Money in the Bank 2 weeks after Elimination Chamber. So they're gonna be doing a lot of building, like which actually is gonna be pretty good because Raws will not be filled with like these Raws are not gonna be filled with just random, how do I put it? Like it's not gonna be random filler. They're gonna have to be very busy, like snap, 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 put stuff together for these chamber matches.
Yeah.
So I'm thoroughly looking forward to these next 4 weeks of building.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I'm WWE, I'm gonna go ahead and put the World Championship on the line in the ladder match again. Like that wasn't bad last year.
Yeah.
Which is people see him to just get mad about it. It's the fact that Cena won.
Yeah. Rollins will probably win this year.
Yeah, he probably will. But we'll move on to our next match. Staring at my beats. We'll move on to our next match, which is this is where I get lost in the card. It wasn't the Icon match yet. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna clarify this now. You guys don't know I love Bray Wyatt. You guys don't know I hate the Ryback. And
I love them both.
I'm gonna be fairly honest right now. I'll give somebody their due and they win me over. I'm not saying Ryback's won me over. Just stop and chill with that. I'm saying that Ryback and Bray Wyatt, I had no expectations for this match whatsoever. None. None at all. But I'm telling you now, they won me over with this match. And it all started with the OMG WWE 2K15 moment. The DDT on the apron from Wyatt. That was just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody doesn't realize that you've never taken a bump in a wrestling ring, I have a couple times. Like, I'm not going to say I'm like an experienced veteran, but that is the metal part of the ring. That's the structuring of the ring. That hurts. Your head is going head first in the metal. Like steel metal.
Wow.
So I commend Ryback for taking that bump. And then the bump I commend him for taking the most next is Wyatt gets on the apron. And, like, we all know that back senton out Wyatt does when he runs off the ropes and, like, drops his weight on you. Wyatt ran off and dropped his weight on Ryback. And Ryback couldn't breathe. Ryback was gasping. He was tapping on the ground, gasping for air. I'm telling you, Wyatt, like, to a degree, Ryback was selling that, but he had probably coughed up a rib or two. And then there was also the back and forth in this match these guys had. I thoroughly enjoyed this, dude. How about you?
Yeah, I like this match. This is good.
Like, most of Ryback's matches are normally, like, garbage, but, like, this was pretty fun.
He's had some good matches, I'll say, with Punk and Cena, but lately he hasn't been really doing anything. But this match kind of he's good. I like Ryback. I like Wyatt. Um, so yeah, I'm happy. Oh, actually, you can get to that first. Actually,
What, with Ryback and Wyatt in the ending?
like the ending, yeah.
Oh, the ending was there was an exposed turnbuckle in the corner. I didn't really see how that got exposed, because I'm sitting here live tweeting the show, and I was looking at Wrestling Amino and what people were saying. By the way, you can download that on the Google Play Store.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting paid to even do that. I'm just doing that out of the passionate wrestling fans looking for places to talk. But I'll say this much about this match: it was pretty fun. But the ending with Ryback getting smacked off of an exposed steel turnbuckle, and then Wyatt hitting the sister Abigail. Now, I had no problem with the ending, but Matt, you seem to have a bit of a problem. What was it?
With what, the ending?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not a problem. I'm just gonna say I like how Wyatt won the match.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess next we'll get into I wouldn't say more about this match, but there's not much to say more than it was a solid match, but there wasn't much story behind it.
Yeah.
And those are that can be a problem sometimes. Like it feels like this just was going to be a one-off.
Yeah, it is. I guarantee.
All right. Well, we'll see tomorrow on Raw. Oh, and to let you guys know, if you guys do wonder about how I still do you still watch the pit? Do you still watch Raw? Yes, I still watch Raw. I just can't review it, guys. It's just not doable. But I'm not going to go there. Tomorrow night I will not be watching Raw. I won't be watching it from the start at least. Let's see what happens. Because I have plans, so let's see where that goes. But we move on. And I believe this was the I Quit match.
Yep.
All right, this was the thing that Matt was looking forward to the most. I knew it would be good, but I didn't expect it to. It wasn't typical Cena type long I Quit match. It wasn't typical I Quit match. Cena gets abused and dominated for 25 minutes, and you just sit there, just nodding, just. Shout out to Attitude Era Nation. Sorry, but I fell asleep. But shots fired. But where we go from here is this match was full of a lot of fun stuff. There was Rusev getting AA'd into pyrotechnics and him getting burnt up. Rusev was a champion for taking that spot. He really is. There was a spot where they're fighting in the crowd. We had a back body drop on a guardrail to Cena. We had an AA on the stairs. We had I forgot what kind of slam it was, but Rusev. Oh yeah, that was the AA. Rusev buckled over the stairs when he got AA, dude. That was insane.
Yeah.
What else did we have? We had. Oh, I forgot. I think it was Cena. No, it was Cena running a cart into Rusev and Rusev hiding behind something. There were a lot of fun stuff in this match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was one of the best matches of the night. At one point, I even remember saying to you, Matt, match of the night, and your response was, yeah, sadly.
Because the ending, but that was because we knew someone was going to win. But we'll let Jordan brag about the ending because something happened, and you already know what it was, of course.
Okay. See, I was going to let you take this away, but then you mentioned that we knew what it was, and I called this for weeks and weeks upon a time. I may not review Raw anymore, but if you guys have been watching Wrestle Talk, then you would know that I've been saying for weeks upon weeks. I think I even said this on my Extreme Rules review that Cena was going to win the I Quit match by Lana saying I quit for Rusev. And for those of you who are going to go out there, oh, Rusev's buried 6 feet under, blah, 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 Rusev's buried, blah, blah, blah. Well, he didn't quit. Lana quit for him. Rusev was saying something in his native Bulgarian language, and Lana misunderstood, and that's where she said I quit for Rusev. Now, see, I don't know if any people who are reviewing this are going to know this, but if you've been reading the dirt sheet, you would know Lana's not really Russian. She's not really Russian. She's American, and I guess she's been like, I guess at some point they're gonna expose her for not being really, Russian and understanding what Rusev said. And Rusev like, you're not really Russian, are you? Or so they're gonna have something that goes along that storyline where Lana eventually leaves Rusev, or Rusev eventually kicks Lana to the curb. Along that storyline, and I'm looking forward to it because if none of you really know, Lana has an extensive MMA background, and they're planning to make her the next face of the Divas division, along with
Yes.
Eva Marie. Oh, what'd you say, Matt?
I said yes.
And along with Eva Marie. And wait, hold up, before most of you click off this video, we're going to be watching. Hold on. Let me say this to you now. Eva Marie has gotten better in the ring. She's been training at Brian Kendrick. If you want the proof, search Eva Marie training videos, and you will see she's doing a springboard tornado DDT now. She's doing a lot of high-flying maneuvers now. She's actually polished in the ring. She's a diamond. She's a rusty, dusty, disgruntled diamond that was cleaned and polished. Okay. Matt, your thoughts on this match? And me getting it right.
Yeah. He called it. He's been telling me that for weeks now. It was a fun little match. There were some parts that were kind of like typical, but there were times that they ended up taking it away, like Cena with the steel steps, like how he hit Wyatt and Edge. But this time, let's say Rusev, so that was a little bit cool, kind of just so they changed it up a bit.
But, Rusev steps out of the way. Oh, and there was the other spot where like Cena said, "If you don't quit, I'm gonna tackle you through this wall."
That was hilarious.
Rusev didn't quit. He started screaming when Cena ran at him like he was like scared for his life, and then Cena tackled him to the wall.
Or the laptop. He beat him with the laptop.
Oh, and then Cena. I guess we just turned this into Russian slavery night because Rusev just got repeatedly beat with a laptop.
And AAs. He was getting those through the steps and everything, like multiple times.
Oh yeah, and the steps and everything. And like when Cena was being with the laptop, he played around and acted like he was downloading something. Close laptop.
Clicking it or something like that.
And then Cena's like, "Oh, I just had to check my Twitter," and then just smack him across the back with the laptop.
That was fun.
I'll give Cena's due. Some of his jokes are just completely childish, but that was actually funny.
Yeah. He can be funny if he wants to. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but Cena goes on to win this match, as I said before, and it was pretty fun. And it didn't make Rusev look weak. It made Lana quit for him, and we go on to Lana, whoever else from here. Now, what intrigues me from here, we talked about it in Wrestle Talk, which you can go watch. If I know how to leave a link in the description, I would. Yeah, I'm a noob of a YouTuber. Yeah, I can't leave links. Just go to my channel. It's the last video before this one. And you'll find out who won this. What I was gonna say. Who can feud with Cena next? My potential option. And if you know what, you're too lazy to do that. Luke Harper. It's just my.
Yeah.
Go back and find my reasoning for that. So after that, we get Rusev yelling at Lana, telling her to get out, and we get more dissension between them, and he's like screaming at her. And then Matt made a typical guy fan remark. Oh, Lana's shirt went off.
Yeah. It's the mess with that.
Yeah, but the funny thing was my stream was ahead of yours.
Yeah. Until the end.
Alright,
Or did we talk about the explosion?
Oh yeah, I mentioned the explosion when Cena slammed A8 Rusev and the pyro exploded on him.
It almost looked like they were going to do for a part what he did to Wyatt last year, but they changed it up.
There was some similarities to this match for Wyatt. There really were, but like they changed it up and it was pretty good.
Good match, I'll say.
Yeah. But was the women's match was next, correct?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Now this is where I started getting a little salty.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella and Brie Bella versus Tamina and Naomi. And I understood where they were going with this, but why not just make a Divas Championship match for this? Like, can someone please explain to me now, like, why would you... What'd you say?
We thought it was. Remember how we made you did the predictions yesterday, or we did?
Yeah, we did predictions yesterday and Wrestle Talk, and we called this as a Divas Championship match, and we both called Nikki winning. Well, in this tag team match, Nikki ended up eating the pin from Naomi. So if you want to technically be those guys about it, we can both say we were wrong.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't for the Divas Championship, which I'll probably be tomorrow on Raw.
We did it just clean, we can say.
And Matt, I know you do not have a lot of time in your schedule, but I'd advise, like, for these next 4 weeks, you start watching Raw, dude, because they're going to be cramming out a bunch of content that leads to Elimination Chamber and Extreme and Money in the Bank. I could actually say they probably won't be playing around with this stuff.
If you want to review it, then I'll watch, but I don't know.
I don't think I'll be reviewing that tomorrow. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But Nikki Bella, like, this was their standard Divas tag team match. It felt like a Raw Divas tag team match, really. Like, and Naomi hit Nikki Bella with the review. And here's why I have a problem with this. Nikki Bella, yes, indeed, did kick out. And then Brie gets thrown into a wall by Tamina into the barricade. And then Nikki gets pushed off the top rope by Tamina and then pinned by Naomi. You should have just rather had Nikki lose clean to the rear view instead of having her get pushed off by Tamina and pinned by Naomi, which made no sense. How would she kick out of her finisher but not kick out of getting pushed off a top rope? This is what you do when you're not booking your diva strong. I'll even admit to this. AJ had a few moments like this where she'd have her leg pulled and she'd fall down and lose matches like this within 2 minutes. This is a stupid thing. Like, these are stupid things that happen with the divas and the stupid ways the divas are booked. You would never see your divas champion beat like this on NXT or your women's champion beat like this on NXT. If Sasha Banks were a face, you'd never see this. You'd never seen this with Charlotte. It never happened. Book your women correctly. Book your champion like a champion, for Pete's sakes. I'm sorry. It bothers me when, like, champions lose to stupid circumstances such as that.
Look at this one.
What's up, Cena?
I got this when I was way young.
So I had one of those. I'm not gonna lie to you, but mine's like cracked and dead. There was a lot of wrestling I used to do with that, but that happened. All right, but
It's not that much.
we move on. We move on, my friend. We move on to King Barrett versus Neville.
This match sucked, in my opinion.
They should have put it in position to Sheamus and Ziggler. They should have put it as the leading match to the show.
Yeah.
They should have really done that, but they didn't do it, and it just bombed. And okay, this is what I really want to hit on in this match. Neville goes on to win this match by count out, correct?
Correct.
And here's the funniest part about that. Neville ends up like diving out on I want to call him BNB so bad. So if I do that, I apologize. On Barrett. But here's the thing. He hurts his knee after that, and then Barrett ends up losing by countout. And then he attacks Neville and lays Neville out. And then Neville gets back in the ring after he gets bullhammered, beat up outside the ring and everything. And he deadlift Germans Barrett on the bad knee that he has, and he deadlifted him, and that takes strength in your knees to pull somebody back like that. And then he gets on the top rope and doesn't even like drag himself up there, and no-sells his knee entirely and hits the red arrow. Dude, that's Cena stuff. Leave that to Cena. Please, like, no. Any thoughts or opinion on that?
Yeah, they weren't thinking when they did that. I'll say this show was kind of awkward because if you look, when the show first started, they had its ups and downs, and then you get to the middle of the show, which was really good, and then these two matches before the main event kind of brought it down for us.
But then the main event brought it right on back up.
We'll get to that, yeah.
Ah, dude, that felt so quick, which we can actually start talking about now. We pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, Neville, that was my least favorite match, pretty much, other than R-Truth and Stardust, actually, I'll say.
It was. We're done talking about this, Matt. I know you want to talk about this for a while, so you can take this one away, dude.
The main event?
Yes.
I've been wanting a Shield reunion for so long now. but
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Don't tell me he cut out right when he went to explain that. I'm like, Matt, if you cut out, dude, come back, please, man. I'm not gonna say I'll save that part for you since you cut out, but I'll say this: I'll try and hold myself off until you can get back in here. I will try and hold myself off from mentioning that until you get back in here. I will try and invite you back in, my friend. But we get into this match. It's basically everybody starts out, beating each other up. The Shield and not the Shield. I'm sorry. The Wyatts. Oh my God, I'm doing things. Everybody starts to attack each other. J&J pulls Roman out the ring. They just jump him, and everything happens to pursue that way. And it's just it goes down that way, and that's kind of how it went. But certain things we had going on in this match, like we had certain situations where everybody had their moment. Randy hit an RKO. Dean hit Dirty Deeds. Like everybody who was involved had close moments. Like all the contenders had close moments where they were going to win the championship. We had Kane get involved and beat up Ambrose and Reigns, and Orton at times. J&J got heavily involved. Orton had, some heavy moments where he, slammed Joey and Jamie. Like he RKO'd Joey and Jamie. He caught Seth out of midair, and it wasn't an RKO. It was a power slam, and he didn't RKO Rollins. He didn't RKO Rollins. We got things like that happening, and it. I don't know, man. It was a fun match. It just felt like it didn't last long enough for me, and I don't know what the case was or why it felt that way, but it just felt like the match blew by. Like it felt like Cena and it felt like the Cena match might have been a little longer than that, which I don't know. Like I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I'm trying to get Matt back in here. I'm gonna text him and see if he's coming back. Okay. So, I'm sorry, Matt, but I have to steal your part here, man. We got the most beautiful thing ever. We got a Shield reunion. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. Like they were all just like, wait a minute. There you go, bud.
how far did you get? Because I went really into it.
What do you call it? Did you leave out or did you just get cut out?
I got cut out. Where'd you last hear?
Okay. I'm okay. Like everything you said was when you said you wanted a Shield reunion and then that's where it cut out after you said you wanted a Shield reunion.
When I said want. Oh what? What?
You wanted a Shield reunion.
All right. So do you want me to just continue or?
Okay, I talked about it. I talked about all the spots that happened. I saved your favorite spot in mind for last, and I tried to save it for you to get back in here, and you got back in here with perfect timing.
Wait, I had two favorite ones, so.
You want to mention them?
Well, do you want to just continue what I thought about the match, pretty much, or?
Yeah, continue off where you were. I basically explained everything. I didn't explain the big part, but you could go ahead.
All right, so what I was saying was obviously, if you guys, I don't know how much you guys you really caught of that, so, did you hear about me talk about Roman Reigns, how I like him in the Fatal 4-Way kind of matches, or?
No.
All right, so Gordon doesn't like Reigns that much, and I don't blame him at all. I think Reigns is less than okay, but I think when he has matches with a group of people, he does perform well. So I think he did a really great job. Out of the four people, Orton did the least. Ambrose and Rollins obviously did. It's hard to say they did the best. But then it came to a part when they triple powerbombed Orton. Now this I thought was awesome because I wanted to see the Shield reunion. I wish they would be like a heel faction again, but they didn't go all the way with that. So they did triple powerbomb, and then Rollins went for the knuckles, and they basically beat the hell out of Rollins, put him through a table, put Kane through a table. And then this part was probably my favorite, or my second favorite, was when Ambrose and Reigns kind of looked at each other now. A typical moment kind of would be if they just kind of looked around like, oh, they just turn and then they just start fighting each other. But this one, they kind of was like the Hardys did at the Rumble back in 2002, I think, was when they said, okay, we got to fight now. It's for the title. So they got in the ring and they had it out like men, and they were brawling, and it was awesome, and it just picked up from there. So that pretty much got me to come back and really got me back into the show.
And from there, I take it. Because your champion, Seth Rollins,
Retains, yes.
is in a sequence with Randy Orton. And then, to end this match, he pedigrees Randy Orton.
For the
After
win.
Randy Orton tried to, he pedigreed him for the win after Seth Rollins almost got RKO'd, pushed Orton into RKO on Kane, and then he pedigrees him for the win. And then Triple H comes out and congratulates him. And still your world champion, Seth Rollins.
Yep.
So, it was a solid to good show.
Yeah, I'll give it a C altogether, a high C at least, because the first part of the show was kind of awkward. The middle of the show was really good, and then in between the middle and the main event was bad. That was pretty much, but then the main event was awesome. So
you know what? I normally don't rate these things. I really don't, but like what you did right there seems pretty perfect.
yeah.
So you know what? The camera's gonna go off. And Matt, if you watch my reviews long enough, do you know what happens when the camera goes off?
I don't. I just put mine off though.
Camera goes off. Outro gets ready to come on. So let me shout our stuff. Matt, go ahead, shout your stuff. Even your new account that you made tonight, which you can tell people about.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you can subscribe to me at Matt Jarrah Show. Right, and yeah, just I'll probably comment down below so you guys can just click on my little face and yeah. Also, subscribe to me on or follow me on Wrestling Amino at Invasion 31. Today didn't go so well at first because I had a negative reputation because I said something messed up about Dolph Ziggler. I was only joking.
Oh my god, dude! People on Wrestling.
Yeah.
Do that stuff.
Dude, I had like a -8, but now I got followers, so it went back up. I was like, all right, whatever. People are blocking me, so I just mess around. I mean, I'll be serious at times, but I don't hate on any wrestlers. Like even the ones I don't like, you guys know if you watch my videos. But I don't hate them, so yeah. Invasion 31 is my Wrestling Amino account, and Matt Jarrah Show is my YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you Gordon so much for having me on this. Your video, man. Thanks.
No problem, dudes. You guys know the drill. Follow me on Twitter at gmaster90tws. Super kick the like button. German suplex the subscribe button. And I don't know, maybe you can dirty deeds that those comments. So cameras go off. Outro pops on. Thank you guys for watching, and me and Matt will both see you. We already did the predictions for NXT, so that's out of the way. We will see you for our NXT TakeOver Unstoppable review. So thank you guys for watching. See ya! Not that good stuff.